Morning, lovely people. I hope that you're all well. Firstly, I wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who responded to my story question around if you have any struggles in life that you would like support around. And the reason that I've asked this question is because I have recently connected with a new guide. I'm calling her Mother, and she is an elevated being from the group of Golden Beings of Light. The Golden Beings of Light I've been working with since December. They were assigned to me to help me on my journey and to support and assist me with my ℍ𝔸ℕ𝔼𝕃 work. And they've done an amazing job. They've been really useful. But Mother has connected and is now my main guide. And she's a support, really. She is exactly as her name describes, you know. She is acting and has the energy of a caring, compassionate, understanding and loving mother, which is really beautiful. And part of her role is to help me to offer you guidance and assistance around your life struggles. So it's been interesting. I'm not going to read out the actual comments, the struggles that I have been asked to provide guidance around, because they're personal, but they do pretty much fall into two categories, which are self-belief and self-worth, interestingly enough. And if you're watching this video, then I would suggest that you're here because this guidance is also for you. It's no accident that you're here watching this video today. So the people who ask for guidance, I will message you personally to let you know that your guidance is available within this video. You're gonna have to excuse me, I'm still a bit kind of like croaky from COVID. But I am going to tune in and I am going to receive the guidance and channel that message for you. I hope that it resonates. I hope that it provides you with some form of comfort, really. That's what these guided messages are going to be for. That I would like them to provide a form of comfort. And so I'm going to dive in and see what I can find for you. So bear with me while I connect. Firstly, I would like to say that it is very brave of you to reach out in this way, to show your vulnerability to the world. There are always answers available, and within this moment, I would like you to listen carefully to the words which I am going to use in order to help you to understand where you are currently at in your life as a human being. There are many struggles along the way. The life of a human being is challenging, and all galactic beings are proud of the work that you are putting in as a collective to become one, to move past the hurdles, to keep on growing. This is something that you are all doing, and doing very well. It is an honour to watch your journeys as we do. We are always in awe of how resilient you are and how, regardless of the struggles, you continue to keep going. This is very beautiful to watch. The struggles which Georgina has correctly assigned to two categories: self-worth and self-belief, are particular issues which many humans on a day-to-day basis find as being part of their journey, and they are meant to be part of the journey, but they do not need to hold heavy energy. They do not need to drag you down. This is simply a challenge for you to understand, to raise above, to see that this is work which needs to be carried out. Your soul requires this additional learning. Self-belief comes from the heart space. Self-belief is often misunderstood. Belief in oneself is what humans are born with. The perfect version of you, your rounded, complete and whole soul, has all the self-belief which is required. But on the human journey, there are aspects, there are forks in the road which move you onto a different path, and for some, the self-belief can get somewhat lost. The real work comes from understanding where the self-belief was lost. Where did that arise? Where did that come from? That shedding of the understanding that you are not complete. You are complete. Self-belief is an internal form. It can be found within, as can all of the understandings that human beings retain. In order to reconnect with that inner part of you which has the completeness, which can find that within power, all that is necessary is to go back within the memories and find a place where self-belief was part of your day. Find a moment and a memory where you felt whole, complete, self-assured, confident. See that memory in your mind and move in to the energy form of that version of you. See the space around you. Acknowledge where you were at this time when you felt that you could accomplish anything, that you were the whole complete version of you. Go back to that memory and feel in to that energy, as it will still be available to you. Allow your body to move into that space, and allow your memories to provide you with the acknowledgement that this is still part of you. Nothing has really been lost. It is just a perception that this version of you is no longer available, and this perception is not real. What is real is that you are complete. Move back into that space and that time, that moment, and know that that is still you. You are able to shake off the reasons why the self-belief is no longer available to you, because this is not the truth. You are many things at many moments. You are whole and complete all of the time. These opportunities to go within are given to you as gifts. They are offered to you as opportunities to work with. Self-belief is a feeling of innermost strength and innermost power, of which you do have. This is always available to you. This was part of your gift of being a human. Somewhere along the line, there has been that timeline of difference. A different version of you was created with a new belief system that you are not good enough. Once again, I would reiterate that this is not the pure you. This is not you. You can move off of that timeline at any moment and move into a new timeline of understanding self. The exercise for going back is a way of connecting with the energy of the version of you which was able to move forward without the understanding that self-belief is not available. My advice and my guidance here is to really move back into that memory where you felt complete and whole. Hold on to that version of you. Take her hand and walk the path with her. She will take you to exactly where you need to go. Draw on her strength and take her with you into the future. Take her in to that moment where you need her. She is available to you. This is my promise. The struggle around self-worth seems to be coming from expecting value from another. When a human being moves into expecting value from another, worth from an external source. This is a fragile state to be in. We cannot guarantee that the external source, the individual who we are looking to receive our own value from, will not always offer what it is that we need. Once again, there is a need to move inwards, as is always the case. There is again the need to move into the heart space and to ask yourself, what is it that you need? There will be reassurance that you will be looking for. And it is suggested that the reassurance is not coming from the external source or the individual for which you are looking for it. Human beings need to understand that they are complete and whole within. They are power, they are magnificent. On the outside, what is happening is there is an opportunity for the crack to appear in the pure self. The ego has been given a voice. The ego voice will be suggesting that self-worth is looked for in an external source. This is not the truth. This is the voice of fear. There is no need to look outside. And once again, I will reiterate that looking for external validation is a very fragile path to be following, because at any moment that external validation can be removed from the life of the one searching, and then the one is back to the beginning, to, as you would say, square one on the path. Self-worth is about self-belief, and self-belief is about self-worth. These are very much connected. When the heart knows what is right, the feeling will be good. The feeling will be of love. If the feeling around the current situation is not good, it is not love, in which case it is not worth pursuing. Love is the connection between the individuals. If the love is not available, the connection is not of strength, and there is new opportunity to look elsewhere for this love connection. Human beings do not need to pursue a path which is not going to be fruitful. There is no need to continue on a path which is not right. And the heart will guide you to this understanding. The heart will help you to understand whether the situation you are looking at is good, is right, is love. If it is not, then a movement in an alternative direction will be required, and the universe will support this new choice. The universe will support this following of an alternative path, as the universe will always support someone looking for, achieving, striving, and being love. The guidance that I am able to offer today comes from a place of simplistic understanding. There are no complications required. Often, when emotions are entangled within these human situations, seeing the simple cannot always be, is not always available. Therefore, my words are of a simple nature, as that is all that is required to move forwards from these situations. Love for oneself is also a big demand, but is very much necessary. Love for oneself is where all of this begins. Love for oneself means you deserve love in every way, in every part of your life. You can look at yourself and you can see your growth. And you must understand that you are valuable. See your value, and you will not settle for anything less than you know you deserve. This is a message which will always be part of my assigned work, to help you to see that you are love and that you must love within yourself. So that's 22 minutes. Well, so I hope that helps. I don't always remember everything that I've said, so I will watch the video back. But the feeling I got really was around not acknowledging what we deserve, and we do deserve everything that we desire. You know, this life is not meant to be, it's meant to be about joy. You know, this life is complex and it has its difficulties, it has its challenges, but ultimately, you know, if we keep our energy resonating at a certain level, if we look for the joy, and if we don't feel that we're finding the joy in our lives, then we do have to take that leap of faith and look elsewhere. You know, if again, I'll go back to that internal landscape thing that I've talked about a lot, that if something feels good in your heart, then it's right. If it doesn't feel good, you can leave it behind. You honestly can leave it behind. So I hope that helps. I hope you all have a lovely afternoon, and I'm sending you lots of love as always.